Welcome dear students. Today we will discuss most important questions for elective paper Advanced Plant Pathology. In this video we will discuss both the paper 11th A Advanced Plant Pathology paper 1 and 12th A Advanced Plant Pathology paper 2 for MSc Botany final year students. All these questions are based on Rajasthan University syllabus. लेकिन यदि आप किसी और यूनिवर्सिटी से एमएससी बॉटनी फाइनल ईयर के स्टूडेंट्स हैं एंड इलेक्टिव पेपर में एडवांस प्लांट पैथोलॉजी आपके पास है तो अपने एग्ज़ाम की तैयारी में आप इन क्वेश्चंस को कंसीडर कर सकते हैं. आई होप स्टूडेंट्स बाय प्रिपेयरिंग ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस यू कैन स्ट्रेंथन योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड बूस्ट योर परफॉर्मेंस. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड टिल द एंड एंड प्लीज़ डोंट फॉरगेट लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. एडवांस प्लांट पैथोलॉजी पेपर 1 को हम डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. पहले इसमें क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 देखते हैं जिसमें आपके 10 क्वेश्चन होते हैं एंड 2 मार्क्स कैरी फॉर ईच क्वेश्चन. इस तरह से क्वेश्चन 1 का जो वेटेज होता है 20 मार्क्स के लिए होता है. फर्स्ट है डिफाइंड प्लांट पैथोलॉजी. नेम एनी 2 बायोटिक एंड एबायोटिक पैथोजेंस. व्हाट इज पैथोजेनेसिस इन प्लांट डिजीज. Name 2 mechanism of plant disease resistance against pathogens. Define phytoalexins and their role. What is IPM, integrated pest management? Next, give 2 examples of non-parasitic disease in plants. Define inoculum potential. What is disease forecasting in plants? Name any 2 physical methods of plant protection. Next, what are phytopathogens? Name 2 plant disease caused by fungi. Define systemic acquired resistance or SAR. What is vertical resistance in plants? Mention 2 examples of biotrophic plant pathogens. What is the role of mycotoxin in plant pathology? Explain the concept of disease triangle. What is sporadic disease? What is quorum sensing in plant pathogens? Give 2 examples of disease resistant crop varieties. Next, define pathogenicity. What is the difference between obligate and facultative parasites? Name 2 plant viruses. Name 2 computerized forecasting system for potato late blight. What is induced resistance? Next, what are effectors in plant pathogen interaction? Next, mention 2 methods of disease forecasting. Next, define polygenic resistance. What are mycorrhizae and how do they affect plant disease resistance? Next, what is systemic fungicide? Name 2 systemic fungicide. Next, define epiphytotics. What is monocyclic disease? Mention 2 fungal toxins. Define biocontrol agents. What is the role of jasmonic acid in plant defense? Define mycoparasitism. What is the difference between hypersensitive response and programmed cell death? Name 2 bacterial plant pathogens. Differentiate phytoalexins and phytoanticipins. Next, define cross protection in virulence. Next, define pathogen virulence. What is the effector triggered immunity? Mention 2 examples of plant pathogen interactions. Define pathovar. What are transgenic disease resistant plants? Name any 2 systemic insecticides. What is the role of auxins in plant gall formation? Next, define necrosis in plant disease. What is quorum sensing in bacterial pathogens? Mention 2 seed-borne fungal pathogens. Next, define disease escape. Name 2 biotic and abiotic pathogens affecting plants. What is inoculum potential? Mention 2 mechanism of plant defense against pathogens. Define quarantine. What is the role of environmental factors in disease development? Name 2 molecular techniques used in disease resistant studies. Differentiate between necrotrophs, biotrophs and hemibiotrophs. Define non-parasitic disease in plants. What are botanical pesticides? Now ऐसे टाइप क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं जिसमें शॉर्ट नोट भी आ जाते हैं एंड लॉन्ग ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चन भी इसमें आपको दिए जाते हैं. इसमें क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट है हमारा डिस्क्राइब द हिस्ट्री एंड स्कोप ऑफ प्लांट पैथोलॉजी एक्सप्लेनिंग इट्स इंपॉर्टेंस इन मॉडर्न एग्रीकल्चर. नेक्स्ट, discuss the penetration, infection and pathogenesis of plant disease with suitable example. Next, explain the physiological specialization in phytopathogenic microbes and its significance in disease development. Next one, what are host factors in disease development? Explain resistance and susceptibility mechanism in plants. Next question, discuss the role of phytoalexins in plant defense mechanism and their importance in disease resistance. Question है, what are the major environmental factors influencing plant disease? Explain with examples. Describe the principles and methods of biological control of plant disease. Next question है, what is the role of molecular plant pathology in developing disease resistant plants? Next one, describe the different modes of pathogen dispersal in plants. Next one, explain the concept of horizontal and vertical resistance in plant pathology. Next question है, discuss the genetic engineering approaches for disease resistance in crops. Next one, write a note on biopesticides and their applications in plant protection. Next question, describe the structure and function of plant disease resistant proteins. Next question, explain the ecological significance of insect induced galls. Next question, discuss the role of chemical elicitor in plant disease resistance. Next one, explain the mechanism of fungicidal action in plants. Next question है, describe the morphological and physiological adaptations of plant pathogens. Next one, explain the molecular basis of plant immunity. Next question, what are elicitors? Discuss and explain their role in plant defense mechanism. Next one, write a detailed note on disease diagnosis methods in plants. Next one, explain the role of beneficial microorganism in plant disease suppression. Next question है, discuss the mode of action of plant pathogenic microorganism. Discuss plant disease forecasting, including basic information required, methods and use of computer in disease forecasting. Next one, what are fungicides? Classify them based on the mode of action. Next one, describe the different modes of pathogen transmission in plants. Next one, explain pathogen induced biochemical changes in plants during infection. Next question, what are the mechanism of pathogen recognition in plants? Explain the role of R genes and virulence genes. Next question, write an essay on plant disease symptoms. Next one, describe the role of molecular markers in disease resistance. Next one, write a note on the principles of integrated disease management in plants. Next one, explain the role of various enzymes and toxins in the infectious process. Next one, discuss chemical control methods used in plant disease management. Next question है, discuss the different types of plant pathogens and their classification based on their mode of infection and disease development. Next one, explain the mechanism of penetration and colonization of plant tissue by pathogens. Next one, write a detailed note on hypersensitive response and systemic acquired resistance in plants. Next one, discuss the influence of climate change on plant disease outbreaks and pathogen evolution. Next one, explain the biotechnological approaches used in the detection and control of plant disease. Next question है, list some of the secondary messengers with their role in plant defense. Next one, explain the different types of biological control agents used in plant disease management. Next one, what are insect induced galls? Describe their types, formation and ecological significance in plants. Next one, discuss the principle of plant protection. Explain the physical, chemical and biological control of plant disease. Next one, write a detailed note on the classification anatomy of plant galls. Discuss insect induced galls of Rajasthan, their mechanism and physiology. Next question है, describe the history and scope of plant pathology. Discuss the nature, origin and evolution of parasitism in plants. Next one, explain the penetration, infection and pathogenesis of plant pathogens. How do biotic and abiotic pathogens influence disease development? Next one, discuss the role of host factors in disease development. Explain the mechanism of resistance and susceptibility in plants. Next one, describe the environmental factors influencing disease development. How do epiphytotics affect plant disease outbreaks? Next one, explain the application of biotechnology and information technology in pest management. How do IPM help in sustainable agriculture? Next question, what is molecular plant pathology? Describe the molecular diagnosis, gene identification and resistance mechanism against plant pathogens. Next one, what features of plants are induced in relation to disease resistance? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, डिस्कस द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डिजीज रेसिस्टेंट ब्रीडिंग एंड इट्स एप्लीकेशन in modern agriculture. Next, discuss the role of genetics in inducing virulence in pathogen and resistance in host plants. कुछ टॉपिक्स है जिनमें डिफरेंसेस करके पूछ लिया जाता है. सो डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन, फर्स्ट है नेक्रोसिस एंड विल्टिंग, नेक्स्ट हाइपरट्रॉफी, हाइपरप्लेशिया, हाइपोप्लेशिया, एट्रोफी, मेटाप्लास्टिक सिम्टम्स एंड प्रोलैप्टिक सिम्टम्स, नेक्स्ट सीड बोर्न, सॉइल बोर्न एंड एयरबोर्न डिजीज, non-parasitic and parasitic disease, endemic, epidemic and pandemic, localized and systemic infection. Now advanced plant pathology पेपर सेकेंड के क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. इसमें सबसे पहले हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 लेते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 के लिए कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. डिफाइन सिम्टमेटोलॉजी इन प्लांट पैथोलॉजी. नेम एनी 2 फंगल डिजीज ऑफ क्रॉप्स. Symptoms of covered smut of barley. Give 2 examples of bacterial plant disease. What are serological methods used in bacterial identification? Define viroid with an example. What is spike disease of sandal? What is spike disease of sandal? Name any 2 plant parasitic nematodes, pathogens and symptoms of ear cockle disease of wheat. Describe root knot disease and name a causal organism. Next step, define flax rust and name its causal organism. What are early blight of symptoms in potato? Name any 2 smut disease of cereals. What is the importance of crown gall disease in agriculture? Define soft rot and mention a causal organism. What is vector transmission in plant viruses? Name 2 phytoplasma disease of plants. What is bunchy top of banana? What is nematode induced gall formation? Define disease forecasting in plant pathology. Next है, define smut disease. What is flag smut of wheat? Mention 2 bacterial identification techniques. What is the role of morphology in bacterial pathogen identification? Define hypersensitive response in plants. What is the significance of serology in plant pathology? Name 2 DNA based methods used to detect plant viruses. What is the differences between viroid and virus? Name 2 nematode disease of cereal crops. Next stage, give systematic position of smut of barley pathogen. Next stage, define early blight of potato. Name 2 fungal toxins affecting plants. What is the role of bacterial exopolysaccharides in infection? Define epidemic disease cycle in plant pathology. What are the symptoms of bunchy top of banana? What is latent infection? Define nematicides. Name 2 soil-borne bacterial disease. Define integrated disease management. What are the control measure for root knot nematode? What is black stem rust? Define pathogenicity in bacteria. Mention 2 fungal wilt disease. What is bacterial quorum sensing? Define cross protection in virology. Name 2 DNA based diagnostic methods for plant viruses. What is nematode induced hypertrophy? Name 2 cultural practices for disease management. What is vector control in viral disease? What are molecular markers in disease resistance breeding? Next है, differentiate between rust spores of Puccinia. Name 2 disease caused by bacteria in plants. Define viroid disease with an example. What is the role of phytoplasma in plant disease? Mention 2 methods of bacterial disease diagnosis. Define nematode induced plant disease. What are the methods of nematode identification? Define serology in plant pathology. What is molecular manipulation of disease resistance? Name 2 non-parasitic plant. Next, give symptoms of angular leaf spot disease of cotton. Write the systematic position of the pathogen of soft rot of vegetables. Systematic position of Agrobacterium tumefaciens. What techniques are used to confirm the bacterial identification? Write any 5 symptoms of nematode disease. Write name of any 5 non-parasitic disease of plants. Causal organism of ear cockle of wheat. Any 4 characteristics of mycoplasma. Differentiate between rust spores and smut spores. Write differences between macrocyclic and microcyclic fungi. क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं. इसमें फर्स्ट हमारा डिस्क्राइब द सिम्टम्स, आइडेंटिफिकेशन एंड कंट्रोल मेजर ऑफ फ्लैग स्मट ऑफ व्हीट एंड ब्लास्ट ऑफ पैडी. नेक्स्ट, explain the morphology, serology and pathogenicity of bacterial plant pathogens. The major bacterial disease of crop with special reference to crown gall disease and soft rot of vegetables. Next, describe the symptomatology and transmission of viral disease in plants with examples of potato virus X and Y and tomato ring mosaic virus. Next, what are viroids? Discuss their structure, replication and important viral disease in. Next, write a note on phytoplasma disease with special reference to Sesame phyllodi and spike disease of sandal. Next one, discuss the classification, morphology and anatomy of nematodes. How do they act as a plant pathogens? Next question है, describe the mechanism of infection and control measure of Molaya disease of wheat and barley. Next one, describe the symptoms, life cycle and control measure of red rot of sugarcane and flax rust. Next question है, describe the classification and identification methods of bacterial plant pathogen. Next question है, write a detailed note on bacterial blight of rice and angular leaf spot of cotton. Next question है, describe the transmission and control of viral disease of plants with examples. Next है, discuss smut of jowar in detail. Next question, explain disease cycle management of phytoplasma disease in plants. Next question है, what plant parasitic nematode, explain their impact on crop productivity. Next question है, write a note on root node disease and its management strategy. Next question है, explain the symptoms, identification and management of early blight of potato and covered smut of barley. Next one, write a detailed note on serological and molecular techniques for the detection of bacterial plant pathogens. Next one, describe the life cycle and control measures of brown rot of potato and soft rot of vegetables. Next question, write detailed note on biological control of bacterial disease. Next question, write detailed note on crown gall disease. Next question है, describe the classification and anatomy of plant nematodes. Next question, explain following: wilt, chlorosis and hypertrophy. Next question है, write down the causal organism, symptoms and control measures of mosaic of tomato disease. Next question, describe the life cycle, symptoms and control measures of black stem rust of wheat. Next question है, explain pathogenicity factors of bacterial disease and their role in disease development. Next question, describe the structure, replication and transmission of plant virus with special reference to cross protection strategies. Next question, what are phytoplasma? Discuss their role in plant disease and the molecular techniques used for their identification. Next question, write a detailed note on integrated disease management IDM with example of its application in plant pathology. Next question, explain the mechanism of nematode induced hypertrophy in plants and describe its effects on crop productivity. Next question, discuss the molecular basis of resistance to nematode infection in plants and strategies for their management. Next question, describe the symptoms, disease cycle and management of blast of paddy and red rot of sugarcane. Next question, discuss the classification and morphology of bacterial pathogens and their identification methods. Next one, explain the disease development and control measures of bacterial blight of rice and crown gall disease. Next question, write a detailed note on transmission and management of viral disease in plants. Next question, describe the pathology and impact of phytoplasma disease with reference to spike disease of sandal. Next question है, explain the morphology, anatomy and classification of plant parasitic nematodes. Discuss the control measures for nematode induced plant disease with example of Molaya disease and root knot disease. Next and last question है, write a note on advanced molecular approaches for plant disease diagnosis and resistance. So students, ये कुछ questions हैं जो कि इलेक्टिव पेपर एडवांस प्लांट पैथोलॉजी के लिए. आई होप इन क्वेश्चन से आपको अपनी तैयारी में बेनिफिट मिलेगा. वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ आप लाइक ज़रूर करें. थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट्स.